What's good, everybody? Welcome back. It is Tuesday, right? So it's your boy with Plus Unit Picks. And let's talk about Monday real quick because, whoa, that's all I have to say, right? The free card, the free plays went 3-4-3. Yes, we had swept the board, okay? Clean sweep. Edgecombe, Mobley, and Champagny, all three of them hit. Mobley especially, the guy was on fire. We had a points and assist over at 21.5. And like I said, he was going to feast on Utah. He went for 37 points and assists combined. That number was a total gift. He cashed it by the start of the third quarter just about. So he had 26 points and assists by the end of the third. On the VIP side, Quentin Grimes, that was a no sweat bet because over 8.5. It was over 8.5 points. Prop, he finished with 11. It hit pretty clean. And Okoro, that's the one that did not come through. We went 2-1 overall on the VIP. He finished with 6 points plus assist, and he needed to go over that number. So, hey, can't control that, but overall it was a 5-1 night. If you're subscribed to the VIP or also the free plays, go sign up for my winnable page right now. Every play gets pushed straight to your phone or email the second I drop it. On each day. So the link is in the description. It's actually pinned in the comments as well. If you guys have been rocking with the channel, you're getting value and, you're much getting good value from the plays, okay? Do me a quick favor. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. All right, I appreciate you guys. Before we get into the plays, I would like to share with you real quick, if you're not already on Better, telling these plays on Better, you're leaving money on the table. There's absolutely no question about it. They've got up to $200 in bonuses right now for any new user that signs up. That's right, $200 in bonuses. If you scan the QR code here on the screen and use my code to sign up with the code that says +1 on the screen, that's PLUS1, that'll allow you to unlock that bonus. And I'll even sweeten the deal for you guys. If you send me your code or the fact that you signed up with my code to my phone number that you see here on the screen, I'll give you free access in Winnable to the VIP section in Winnable for 30 days, okay? So, 2 offers, you can't go wrong there. If you're already on Better, check out Novig. Novig has a really good platform. Right now, if you spend $5 for new users, if you spend $5, you'll get a free $50 deposited to your account for signing up. Of course, if you use my code PLUSUNIT that you see here on the screen, that's PLUSUNIT, and send me a screenshot as well, that'll unlock another 30 days for free in my Winnable. So that's a total of 60 days for free just for signing up on these platforms with your own money. So that's a huge multiple, a lot of money being left on the table if you guys don't. So don't miss out, seriously. Don't make it harder on yourself. All right. So with that being said, we're going to move into the very first play of the free play slip. And this is James Harden over 7.5 assists. Okay. So he's going against the LA Lakers. He's going back to LA. So this is a classic Harden setup right here. He's the primary facilitator, right? The offense kind of runs through him a bit. Obviously, you've got Spider-Man Donovan Mitchell as the primary scoring option. And when you get a line like, sitting at 7.5 assists, that's very attackable for a player with Harden's usage. What I like here is the heavy pick and roll involvement that Harden plays within this offense for the Cavs. Constant drive and kick opportunities. The ball's in his hands a lot, just about almost every possession he gets a touch between him and Donovan Mitchell. So he doesn't need to score to clear this, right? And he's not a scorer as much anymore. He can, but that's not his role. He just needs to control the pace, which he already does. If this game stays competitive, he's going to have plenty of chances to rack up assists. This is one of those lines that he can clear naturally within the flow of the offense. So I think it's a very strong play. We're just going to dive into the numbers using outlier.bet, one of my favorite tools, guys. You should check it out. So we've got over the last 5 games, Harden would have cashed that ticket on assist over 7.5, 60% of the time. Over the past 10 games, it does drop down to 50%. I'm not too worried about that. And then over the last 20 games, it's over at 55%, which is still a strong probability to bet on based upon the trend. Head-to-head matchup. Over his last 7 matchups against the LA Lakers, he has gone over that number. So, yeah, some of this includes last season, but he's faced the Lakers, it looks like, 3 times this season on the opposite team, but his role is kind of pretty much still the same with the Cavs. He had 10 assists in January against the Lakers. He had 10 in December, and he also had 10 the month before, or he had 9 the month before. So with that being said, the opposing point guards that the Lakers have faced this year, they're bottom 7 in the league as far as assists allowed at 6.6. I know Harden's number is a 1 assist over, but based upon what we just looked at, the fact that he's had 9 and 10 over the past 3 games this season. So that's a pretty strong data source, I feel like, that we can bet on and lock it in with. So that's going to be the first one. We're going to move into the second one, which is going to be Deni Avdija at under 32 points and rebounds. He's with the Portland, Trailblazers. They're going against the LA Clippers, Harden's old team. A little bit about this analysis-wise, I think the line is too high for Avdija. He's a great shooter, a great scorer, but for him to go over 32.5, everything has to go right. High scoring output, strong rebounding night, efficient shooting. He can do that, but that's not something that we're going to consistently get from him, I don't think. So this is more of a volume-based fade. You're banking on slight regression, more balanced scoring across the team, and him not hitting, the absolute ceiling game. So I don't think there's going to be a massive outlier type of game tonight against the Clippers. So I think it's a bit inflated. We're just going to dive into the numbers really quick on outlier. Over the past 5 games, he has not hit that 32.5 points and rebounds over his past 5 games. So it's an 100% clip. You would have cashed 100% of your tickets if you faded him. He's only averaging 26 points and rebounds. Over the past 10 games, he would have hit at an 80% clip. It's a bit higher. He's averaging 28.4 points and rebounds over 10 games. And then over the past 20 games, you still would have hit at 80% because he's averaging 26 points and rebounds. Let's see how he's fared against them this season. So he's had 2 games this year against the Clippers. He did go off in December, but that's December. We're now in March, so this is playoff implication time and seeding and all that. So I think the Clippers will definitely lock in. He did have 38 against them, points and rebounds, but the game earlier in the season, he only had 30 points and rebounds. So how he fares, or how the Clippers fare against opposing small forwards in his position across the league, they're middle of the pack as far as points allowed, and they're top 7 as far as rebounds allowed. So pretty strong stat line there. The strongest stat line I saw was the fact that over the past 5 games, 100% of his games, he's gone under that number. So lock that in, guys. Second pick, Deni Avdija, under 32.5 points and rebounds. And that will take us to the third and final free play pick today, which is going to be Darius Garland, over 19.5 points. Really like this one. Scoring spot all day for Garland at 19.5. The line just seems a little bit too low for the type of player that he is. And his offensive role, what we like here, he has the green light to score, right? Aside from Kawhi Leonard. He can create his own shot, and he can heat up quickly, right? Garland, he's one of those players where once he gets going, he can put up 8 to 10 points in a short stretch. If he gets his normal volume in minutes, this is a number he should be able to clear by the 4th quarter. And in a competitive game, his usage only goes up late, but over 19.5, I think, is a great value play. Diving into the numbers for Garland. Once my screen loads up here. Okay, diving into the numbers at over 19.5. Over the past 5 games, he's cleared that at, 60% of the time with an average of 25 points. Over the past 10 games, he's clearing it higher at 70% with an average of 23 points. And over the past 20 games, it's at 60% at 21 points. Head-to-head matchup this year, he's faced them only once this year. because he was with, Cleveland, he was traded kind of mid-season, I guess you could say mid to late in the season. But I think he's been a great addition to their offense, to the LA Clippers offense. So they're going against the opposing team of Denny Avdia, who we just covered. But he had 6 points against them in the December 3rd matchup. I'm not too concerned about that. If you look at opposing point guards, as far as how the Blazers match up against opposing point guards in the league, they're bottom 7 in points allowed, right at 19 points. So I think Garland has an opportunity to go off and, get the ball out of Kawhi Leonard's hands and some of the other guys. But I think the Clippers, based upon the offense and how he runs it, he's got a lot of opportunities for volume to create his own shot. So I like it a lot. That's the third and final free pick, guys. Let's see. Don't forget to check out Novig, as I had talked about earlier. Spend $5 and get $50 in bonuses. Use my code +unit and send me a screenshot, right, of your sign up to my phone number here, and I will get you a free 30 days to my VIP group in Winnable. So that way you'll get plays sent straight to your phone or your email well before tip-off and game time with a full breakdown and analysis, guys. Those are my official plays of the day. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys are tailing, what you're going to fade, what you like versus what you didn't like, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Good luck. Later.